The year is 1980 whatever. Action sci-fi movies are huge. Video games are huge. It was only a matter of time before the two came together. Enter Contra.
It's no secret that Contra took elements from popular sci-fi action movies from the 80s and combined them all into one video game. It's also safe to say that Contra was the greatest 80s sci-fi action movie that was never made. But you know what? It doesn't have to be, because it's excellent just the way that it is.
But with a game as successful and popular as Contra, surely there would be follow-up games. New and exciting games that would push the envelope and build upon the first game. Or it would just reskin the levels.
Sure, Super C might not have offered much more than new levels, but no one could have prepared us for what was coming. Shit just got real.
Contra 3 The Alien Wars came in guns blazing, just kicking ass and taking names. It improved on literally everything the previous games brought to the table, but it still maintained the tried and true run and gun style of gameplay the series had become known for.
There's just so much to talk about with this game. This was the first Super Nintendo game that I got that I didn't have to share. I got it for my 8th birthday, and I remember it. It was awesome. Did I beat the game as a kid? Hell no! But I still remember it being a freaking phenomenal game, despite the fact that I was not able to beat it. But what makes this game just so good? Well, let's get down to it and find out in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The good. Get ready for a long list.
As I mentioned earlier, Contra 3 maintained the run-and-gun style of gameplay that was used in the previous entries of the series. At the same time, it greatly improved on every aspect of what the earlier games offered. And it's not just because it was on a newer system that had higher capabilities, although that helped. There are plenty of Super Nintendo games that are just meh. But just look at Contra 3. You can tell that an immense amount of care and detail were put into creating it. There are a wide array of unique and imaginative enemies, each level providing new encounters. The stages are beautifully designed with richly detailed backgrounds that seem to stretch for miles. There are new game mechanics such as grappling and double weapon firing that the player uses in various areas. The boss encounters are highly memorable, and each one uses a different strategy. The music.
My God, the music! You're about to find out why I love prog rock so much.
The music in Contra 3 is heavily inspired by progressive rock bands of the 70s. Just take a listen to this comparison.
Just a little fun fact, the artwork for that album was created by H.R. Giger, who also designed the Alien for the Alien movie series, which was also heavily an inspiration for the Contra series. So you see, it all comes full circle. That's a ton of good stuff for one game. But is there any bad? Yep.
While I do love this game to pieces, there is one aspect of it that wouldn't have bothered me if it went missing, and that's the top-down perspective stages. While it's true that the previous entries had stages with similar designs, I found that those stages were still fairly easier to play. In Contra 3, the top-down stages control a bit too awkwardly, and trying to cross the tiny bit of bridge that remains after a collapse can oftentimes end badly with just the slightest misstep.
And that's really the only bad thing I can say about Contra 3. And that's really just more of a personal preference anyway. But what about the ugly? Does this game get ugly? Oh yeah, but in a good way.
Contra 3 has some of the ugliest bosses ever to be featured in a video game. They're so ugly that they highly motivate the player to kill them and rid them from existence forever. But they're never truly gone forever. Oh no, they'll haunt your dreams. You'll wake up in a cold sweat looking for your spread gun. And what about that creepy demon dog in the first stage? It's the second most terrifying dog I've ever seen, right behind that dog with a human face from Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
So there you have it, Contra 3 The Alien Wars. A no-holds-barred, run-and-gun perfection game. I can't recommend it enough, really. If you haven't played it, get out there and play it. I'm Joe from The Wrong Channel. Thanks guys for watching. Have a great day. Let me say it again. Have a great day. Have a great have a great day! I can't control myself with those, I swear.